you trespassed a man for a video recording in this office. Full request that policy and those rules.
I don't like being videotaped.
Shouldn't work for the government. Sarah was 21 months old before she passed away. Sarah really doesn't have any justice. About the policies
all of that?
Policies that disallow a father from taking pictures of his own children during a CPS visit. You can't shut off the camera until I'm out of here because government lies.
Sure,
you know? I mean,
I get you.
Like straight up, your attorney's lied in court, and I can't shut the cameras off. But you would also agree that CPS should be able to take children or go to court. They should be able to do it without lying, correct?
You know what? I'm not going to make any more comments. I can't really.
Please explain to the public why not. That's what we want. That's all I want to know.
I'm going to get you the information about the laws that are restricting us from allowing that.
Call the cops. He's questioning our authority.
Listen, y'all, these kids want to act up in school, want to go to school and embarrass you, want to make like they ain't got no home training. So I told my son, don't go to school embarrass me no more. I take care of you, son. I give you anything you want. I discipline you. But you're going to embarrass me like this? No, so now I'm going to cut his hair.
Oh, I gotta ask you.
Hey,
do me a favor. Wait, SWAT guys. Now I saw you were in a restricted area. Now I want your identification. You're not getting it.
Don't embarrass me. I told him, don't embarrass me. No.
All right, Erie County fam, this is a part 2 to a video that was done December 4th. The full video's link is in the description, but I'll give you a quick recap. This is the story where a man named Albert had his child taken from protective services, a little baby Sarah, who died at 21 months in CPS care. Albert tried to video record his interactions with CPS and his visitations with his children. Albert was told he had to leave. Then I came later in the day and I questioned them, and I did a public records request for those policies that stop the parents from taking photos of their own children. Then I was told by the second in command at the CPS office that the only way they can stop them is to have a court order from a judge to stop them from taking pictures of their own children. Then later in that day, I went to a CPS court hearing with Albert where the CPS lied using attorney Deanna Funky, an evil individual who lied and said that I went there with Albert and tried to get in the back room and film children. And that's about where the last video ended, part 1, with the attorney lying to the judge, and we're waiting for our FOIA request, which has finally came back. But it's not what you think. When I say it's not what you think, what I mean is that the FOIA request came back pretty empty, folks. No transparency in government, and the only reason we even got a response or even answers to anything is because I had to go down there 3 times to the Rath building to pester them. And that's what this video is about, because they're not willing to answer questions unless you really force them to down here, because, well, quite frankly, they don't seem to have any oversight. They make their own rules and they do what they want. And as a matter of fact, you're going to find that they made a new county-wide rule that makes it illegal to film in government buildings, including the sidewalks outside. Wait till you see this, guys. I'm going to show it to you at the end. It came in the full request. New policy. But we'll see how it worked out for them, because they definitely called the cops and tried to enforce it. In the meantime, between the first video, when we were there on the 3rd of December, now the 13th of December, when Albert went back for one of his visits, all of a sudden, there's new signage saying no cameras. So that's where we're going to pick up this video, and then we're going to go down and investigate some more, fam. So let's go ahead and get to the bottom of this. Hit that thumbs up for your boy, Erie County, and let's get at it.
Sir, who is responsible for them no video cameras in the building signs?
That would be... Give her a call. Let me find out for you.
Because those are unconstitutional. Those are illegal. That means if a child.
Find someone to come help you with that.
All right. Yeah. Those are illegal. Those signs. Yeah.
How could you record if your child's hurt? It'd just be your word.
Yeah, because we had our daughter die 3 years ago, and we've been recording because of her death and that for accountability. And Jeff Mann puts up those signs. I have a feeling Jeff Mann's behind it.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
It's really tough. It's very difficult to deal with.
Yeah, because a year and a half after our daughter died, another child was killed because a parent was complaining about injuries on her child, and she was ignored.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what I'm kind of going through. My baby's showing up with these weird scratches, and they're like, oh, it's her nails. But they should be properly cutting them. She's only 1 year old. There's no way she's scratching all over her body.
Yeah, but you know what else? Like if something goes down in a visit room, they use it against a parent to terminate their parental rights. But yeah, it's human trafficking.
It's 9:30.
Yeah, because it says right there that all activities are being monitored by video surveillance, and yet they put up those signs like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have a question. Who put up those signs saying no cameras? Administration.
Yes.
Because we had a daughter die 3 years ago, and we're upset about it.
Are you recording right now?
Yeah, just for accountability for why those signs are up. I'm gonna shut it off as soon as they're done.
Either you're gonna turn it off now,
Yeah.
or the visit's over.
Just like that, Erie County fam, you heard him. He's gonna use his children against him and bully him out of there. You would think in a free society where we the people are the boss and the public servants are supposed to serve us, that we might be able to ask them a question. But no, that's not quite how it works, fam. If you ask a question, they'll bring in armed men with guns, throw you in a cage, and lock you up for asking questions. But you know what, Erie County fam? Enough is enough. You know who they can't bully out of there so easy? You got it. Yours truly, Mr. Erie County. Let's go get him. Down here today at the Erie County Department of Social Services on December 13th, Friday the 13th. Down here for a little follow-up on the last video. Let's see if we can talk to Katie Gavin today. How you doing? I was looking to see if I could speak to Katie Gavin.
Let me see if she's available.
Yeah, thank you very much. You can tell her it's Dan.
Dan?
Dan, yeah.
Sure.
Apparently they still didn't flip the flag over, as you can see. This girl's cool. She's doing due diligence, trying to get a hold of this lady. I like that.
Someone will be right up for you.
All right, thank you very much.
Hi, can I
How you
help
doing? Yeah, I was looking to talk to Kathy Gavin because I talked to her last time. Is she not available?
Gavin is not in.
She's not in today.
She's not in.
Is it what is your position here?
My position?
Yeah.
I am a principal clerk.
Principal clerk for. Are you with Child Protective Services or are you with just Social Services?
Family wellness. Okay, this entire unit is under the umbrella of family wellness.
All right. So I had some concerns about what happened last time I came here and what happened in court.
Okay, you can certainly put your information and everything that you desire to get a response to in writing, and I will give that to Katie myself.
There's no time I can set up an appointment to actually talk to her?
You can include that in your request.
Mm-hmm.
I can give you a piece of paper, and you can include exactly what you are looking to set up an appointment, get a response, whatever it is.
Is she normally in this office?
Katie works out of this office, correct?
And the main commissioner work out of the Rath building?
Correct.
All right. Well, I mean, maybe I could speak with you on this. I don't know. Maybe you're not the person, maybe you are, but I'll ask you a quick question. If you can't answer it, you just let me know. But my concern was that a member of someone who's going through Child Protective Services, and I want to be clear that I'm not here to determine whether the guy is here for he should get his children back or not like that. My concern is that he's not allowed to record it. He wanted to wear a body camera and just record his interactions, and I think that's constitutionally protected activity, in my opinion. And I understand you guys have rules and decorum and stuff, and I think there's some rules that you could definitely enforce to keep order here, you know, to keep stuff under. But I don't see why he shouldn't be able to, number one.
Okay.
Number two, wait.
Okay, go ahead.
So Katie told me on the day I was here last, I think I met you that day too, just before she came out. She told me the only way that they can stop a member who's coming to visit with his children if there's a court order. So after she said that same day at 4 o'clock, the CPS attorney said that I came in here with that member who was with the CPS, and you know I was here with nobody that day, right? She said I came in here live on the internet and tried to access his appointments, and they needed a court order to stop him from video recording. So you see what happened is they told me they need a court order to stop him from video recording. They trespassed him out of here with your sheriff once. They went to court and lied to the judge and told him that I was here doing this to get the court order. The judge didn't give the court order, so I just want some clarifications. Can he video record his interactions here?
What I do want to say is that whatever questions and all of these things you can certainly have addressed with Katie. What I am trying to help you understand is the nature of our office and the work that is being done. All of that is very, very confidential.
And I understand that, and I'm not trying to speak on one person either. I'm not even mentioning the name of somebody. I'm just saying,
Right.
if there's no court order, can somebody record their interactions?
Okay. Everything that is done through our office, okay, everything that is done through our office is done in the guidelines of the law.
Right.
Okay, we are involved in these families' lives because there are issues. Whatever is happening within your friend's family's issues is confidential. The only people that can have access to that information is the family members.
See, I'm not trying to get a hold of anybody's personal information. I'm not even mentioning the guy's first, last name, or nothing. What I'm saying is, I'm not even speaking on one. I'm speaking on everybody that comes here that deals with CPS and wants to go to visitations with their kids. What law or what stops them from recording? Because I was told a judge's order. Then I watched a separate case, and you know, I'm just saying about that separate case. I watched them go in there and lie in court to try to get that judge's order. They told me to stop them.
Okay,
So what stops that?
Let's make it real quick, okay? I am not an attorney. I do not have the answers that you are looking for. What I am simply trying to tell you is that the guidelines of our office are here to protect and look for the welfare of these children, okay? Whatever is happening in your friend's case.
We're not even talking about. We're gonna
Okay, stop.
undermine that. We're not talking about anybody's case. We're not. I'm not. I'm truly not. I'm talking about everybody that comes through CPS and dealing with CPS. If there's no judge's order, what gives you guys the authority to stop them?
Okay.
I think it's constitutionally protected. Do you understand?
I don't have.
And I understand that, but you guys enforce these policies, so you should understand it. I would think, don't you? I'm just saying that you guys enforce these policies. You guys should understand the rights of the people as well.
Okay.
I think that without even mentioning anybody.
We are going to address your questions. We are not here to prevent anyone to do anything. If you can please cooperate, take a seat. Someone else will be helping you, okay? I don't have the answers for you, okay? Just take a seat and we will help you shortly.
All right, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
I'm not sure who's going to come out. I could be calling law enforcement. They could call anybody at this time. These people can't be trusted. No, I'm not even trying to talk on specific people's. I didn't mention nobody's name, right? You didn't hear me mention nobody's name, right? But I'm saying, like, I'm not even putting you on camera right now because I legally can, but I'm saying I'm not going to because you're not part of this. My gripe is with CPS saying that you can't take pictures of your own child during a CPS visit, right? Not only why, I think it's constitutionally protected. Taking photos here. I'm a constitutional guy. I will go around audit, and my question is why. And I don't know if you heard what I said to these people. I came here and talked to the first deputy commissioner, second in command of this whole operation here in Erie County. She told me the only way they can stop you guys from taking pictures of your children is if there's a judge's order. I went to the court later that day at 4 p.m. Their CPS attorneys lied to the judge, told him I was here on a live stream. attempting to get in there when all I did is come to a public records request and ask simple questions. And you seen that lady, I just asked her, I said, you seen that I was here alone, I wasn't here with nobody, correct? And she admitted, you know what I mean? Like, so they're willing to lie, but they're gonna stop you guys from recording your instances to get your own children back? I think it's constitutionally protected, and I'm speaking on behalf of everybody that goes to CPS, right? I have one specific case of a person who is a subscriber of my YouTube channel, and I do constitutional audits. It's called Auditing Erie County, but I'm not here talking. I want you to be able to record your interactions, because the CPS has to lie in court to take someone's kids. Are they doing somebody a service? If you know what I mean, because taking somebody's kids is a touchy subject.
It is.
If you're going to take somebody's kids, you should be able to do it without lying. And what should stop you from wearing a little camera like this on your chest, and you go into you know, your visit, you record it, and you all leave, right? You're not trying to post it online, you're not trying to do anything. You just want that in case, you know, the lady's rude to you, in case they treat you bad, in case they say something to the kid. Why not? What is the reason why not? Tell me why not.
Right.
I talk to attorneys, they say the only reason they think why not is if you were going to visit your child and you were in a room with a gymnasium and a bunch of other kids going around, you couldn't record all the other kids. But that's not the way it is when you go to visit your kids, is it? When you visit your kids, you're in a room with them alone with a supervisor, correct? And that's just the way it works. So like, I don't see why you shouldn't get like, and the root here is to make it a state precedence to make sure that everybody and every parent can video record their own interactions. I hope they don't send Deputy Dirtbag out here.
He is.
Hey, your name again?
Mr. Erie County, you can call me.
Mr. Erie County. All right, you got questions?
Yeah, I had questions.
Come on. Here's a table. Write down your questions, your contact information, and they'll get back to you.
So I should go out to the Rath building? That's it?
Hey, write down your questions.
So you were, she said somebody was coming out to talk to me. That's you?
That would have been me.
All
So
right.
I'm telling you to write down your questions, contact info, and we'll get back to you.
So, there they go. I'll write that down for the deputy. And apparently nobody wants to talk to us here. They want to duck the accountability at all costs, so it looks like we will probably just head down to the Rath building and talk to someone there. So that's all we're getting out of down here. So let's head down to the Rath building. See if we can get to the 8th floor to the commissioner. He must have a separate entrance. That lady didn't want to be on camera. So there's your interaction down there. They don't want to answer for accountability. They want you to write it down on a piece of paper so they can throw it in the garbage. So I wrote them some garbage on this piece of paper for them. So let's head down to the Rath building, folks. Down here today, right after that office, to go ahead to the Rath building to try to get some answers. Friday the 13th. Let's go get some answers, fam. A sign on the door about closing about child services. 8th floor, is it relocated?
Child support?
Oh, it's child support.
Yeah, child support.
Oh, I thought it was child protective services. Like the Commissioner of Protective Services.
Oh, no.
All right. What's that?
What you coming in for? What you coming in for?
I gotta go ask some questions of some public servants.
We're on the,
I need to go ask some questions to some public servants. Yeah. You need my belt off? This guy's going to see if we can ask questions.
Yeah, you just gotta wait in line. You just gotta go through security, you just gotta wait in line.
Wait.
Yeah, just wait until it comes back. You just gotta wait for the security. Yeah, you can switch.
You thought you could, you need my belt off?
Yes, yes, yes.
You thought you could determine what members of the public could come into public?
No, I had to make sure because we usually have a book that you sign.
Social service in this. Down here in the commissioner's office. It's prohibited. Knock softly on the door. Yeah, seeing if I can speak to Karen Rybicki.
Your name, sir?
Dan.
1 second, please.
Hi, someone out with you?
I think so. I think I was trying to speak with Karen Rybicki.
She's out right now.
She's not into
No.
it. Is there anybody here that I could speak to about some things about? I have some questions about Child Protective Services and people recording their instances. I'm doing a story on it. I'm a journalist, and
You probably would have to get the clearance through Pete Anderson on the 16th floor.
Who's he?
I think he's the public relations person.
Public relations?
Yeah.
So, what is your position here?
I'm the commissioner's assistant.
Commissioner's assistant, all right.
Yeah.
So, I guess maybe I could just ask you a few questions. If you can't answer them, if you don't know the answers, you can just tell me so. But
I really can't. I can't do it like as an interview thing. They don't allow us to.
You know why they don't allow you?
We have to get the approval from 16.
So, Child Protective Services has a policy that parents are not allowed to take photographs of their own children. I went to there and I talked to the deputy first commissioner, Mrs. Gavin, and she said the only way that parents aren't allowed to record their instances with their children there is if there's a court order. Well, later that same day, the CPS attorneys lied to the court, told them that I was there on a live stream, trying to access the kids and that, and they needed a court order. The judge denied it, but technically what they did is they didn't have a judge's order to stop him from recording, and they already trespassed him from the building. And I'm just trying to figure out what is the reason they can't. And number two is that I believe that recording your public servants and recording your instances of your government is definitely 100% constitutionally protected. So I don't see how they can make a rule against it. And
yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know what the regs are.
My other gripe and my other problem is, and you guys are up here in the top dogs positions, is I believe that CPS is a valuable service that protects children, and I'm sure you agree. But you would also agree that CPS should be able to take children or go to court. They should be able to do it without lying, correct?
You know what? I'm not. I can't. I can't. I'm not going to make any more comments. I can't really. Say, what was your name?
You can't say whether you think that CPS should be able to.
Well, obviously,
take
no one should lie. I mean,
right. I think that's obvious. Yeah, that's why you should be able to say yeah.
Right, and that's not what they're there for.
But like when they're lying and then they're saying you can't take pictures and photos, this is a big problem, and this problem isn't going to go away because I'm going to be here. I'm going to have to get attention of the commissioner because obviously you can't. But like. She's got control of everything in this department. You know what I mean? Like the rules and that.
Katie, yeah. Well,
but what I'm saying is,
I mean, Katie Gavin is the head over that division.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean,
I can leave her a message if you want to do that.
Yeah. I could definitely. Okay. If you can, maybe even like if we could schedule an appointment or the time she can get back to me.
I'd have to speak with her first to see if she wants me to do that.
I mean, if isn't really an option, is it? I mean, this lady, she's a public servant, so we have the right to speak with her, right?
I mean, there's a chain of command, so we have to see. What was your name?
My name is Dan. Warmus, W-A-R-M-U-S. I represent Auditing Erie County.
And your phone number?
716.
Okay, and you did speak with Ms. Gavin, correct?
I spoke to Ms. Gavin, and that's the problem that I'm running into is because you just said that you should CPS should be able to do everything legitimately without lying to take the children in the rules, right? And now she went in there and told me that the only way they can stop them from taking pictures of a child is if they have a court order. Then later in the day, they lied in court to get a court order after already trespassing him out of there because he simply wanted to wear a little camera smaller than mine just for his interaction. And he's not a person of press. He's not trying to put these online. He's not. He just wants them for his own records. He's claiming that CPS is lying to take his children. And then I visibly watched CPS attorney Deanna, let's think it was Deanna the Funky, is one of the attorneys. She literally went to court and lied to get the judge's order that Gavin told me that they need to stop him, that they already trust him. So like, why can't these parents and to go further, this specific parent, and I'm not really here to advocate whether a parent should get their child back. I don't know the full cases. I don't know the whole story, and I'm just seeing one side of the story from the parent who's complaining about. I think he should be able to take pictures. You guys should be able to do it without lying, and you agree to say that he's an unfit parent, right? And that's a service that the world needs because abused children are no joke. That's a serious matter. So, but at the same time, taking a child's parent, from their parents, that's a serious matter as well. But at the end of the day, why can't he record?
I don't know what the regs are on the photographing and using the camera. I'm not really, that's not really I don't know enough about it, so I can't really comment on what
you say on
the
which floor is the
16th floor.
16th
Pete
floor.
Anderson.
Pete Anderson.
Yeah.
He's for this department or for the whole county?
For the county.
For the county, all right.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So we always have to get approval for him before any kind of interviews or anything like that.
Right.
So if you want to try to speak with him, or else I will definitely leave this.
I would like to speak to her.
Okay.
Even if it's just a phone interview or something, because I think it's a serious matter. And the reason I think it's a serious matter is this one instance that I'm going to use this guy's first name only, and I'm not deciphering whether he should have his children back. I don't know the full case, like I said, and I'm not here advocating on one person. This is for everybody. I'm advocating the First Amendment. So this guy claims he had pictures or he had his daughter, 21-month-old, had bruises on her legs, right? He wanted to take pictures. The CPS told him if you take any pictures, that's where it started, we're going to stop giving you service, you can't see your kids. They scared him out. A few months later, his little daughter, Sarah, died in a swimming pool under custody care of CPS all right? So tell me, number one, why he can't take those pictures, and what you guys would want to cover up to not take him that pictures, right? I'm just trying to figure out a good reason why not, right? At this point, but just think about it like this. I'm just gonna guess that you're a mom or an aunt of some sort, right? Can you imagine having your child taken by a Child Protective Services, right? You want to take a picture, set that kid on your lap, and say, "Hey, what do you want to be when you grow up?" And spend a little time with your children, make a little cute video for memory, right? Then next time you go to your visit, you find out your kid died and you didn't get to make that video. How fair is that? Right. So I
understand.
As a person, and I appreciate you taking the time to listen to me and not just giving me the cold shoulder. I was just down at the Apple Tree Business Park. They gave me the cold shoulder and got the heck out of there. And I understand, and I think you have some compassion. So I want you to talk to the commissioner and ask why can't these parents? And if we are going to take children, we need to do it without lying. Because if you want to give me a card with your email, I'll email you the video. You can watch it happen. If it didn't hit down here already, because the video went out, and a lot of times people call and complain about I think it may have. People have made a complaint, but my point is, I'm not here to advocate, because I don't know the full story, and I can't because I don't know the full story, and that's just me being honest. But why can't these people take the pictures of their own kids?
Well, let me refer that to her, okay?
And it's very important to me. I'm not going to go away.
Right.
This isn't going to be. I'll be up in this office a couple times a week until we get the answers we need, because I think it's important. And like you said today, if we're going to take children, we should be able to do it without lying. And if you can agree to that, I think we're on the same page. So. Okay,
let me refer this to her, okay? And
I appreciate you. Do you have a business card by chance? I'll give you one. All right, thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Have a good day.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was the guy's name upstairs?
Pete Anderson.
Pete Anderson. All right, thank you.
You're
Hello.
Yeah, I was down in the social service commissioner's office trying to ask some questions, and they said I talked to a guy named Pete about that, getting some questions answered.
Do you have an appointment?
No, I was looking to maybe get one or talk to him about getting one.
I can take down your information. but you would have to schedule an appointment in order to speak with him.
We're not talking about we're not talking about Mark Pollencard, right?
You said Pete?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't have an appointment with him.
Pete is the guy who does the media relations?
Correct.
All right.
Give me one moment. So I'll take down your information to pass along in regards of trying to schedule a meeting. And we'll go with that route. So I'll just take your first and last name, good contact number, and email to reach you at.
My name is Dan, Erie County, and my email address is auditingeriecounty@gmail.com. For the record, Erie County fam, nobody here ever calls me back or emails me. They're total shitbags up here in the exec's office and county attorney's office. Secret government.
And a good phone number?
Just have them email me.
And the context of what you're looking to discuss? What were you looking to discuss on my...
I was looking to ask questions to the Commissioner of Social Services, but they referred me to go through him. So that's why I'd like to ask some questions.
Questions surrounding what matter?
About Child Protective Service attorneys lying in court to take people's children.
I will take this and pass this along. You can also email mark@erie.com, erie.gov, to request any appointments as well. So I will go ahead and take this information.
I should probably expect a email back never, then?
I will pass it along. I can't speak on what caseloads are.
I can tell you what the norm is when I don't speak to people in person, is they just take your information, then they blow you off. So that's what I assume is going to happen here. So I'm not taking you too serious. But I do like the new glassed windows on your guys in the county attorney's office. You guys are really showing exemplary transparency in government. That's great. But yeah, take my email address. You can have him throw it in the shredder then probably, and then we'll talk again never probably, right? Have a good day.
Take care. Happy holidays.
That's our county exec. County fan. Before we get into this next clip where I go back down to the Rath building, the last video you watched was on the 13th of December. Now this next clip is going to be February 5th. Now in between that time period, the county attorneys here, not too smart by the way from the looks of it, drafted up this policy and procedures of the new Rath building. Now if you look at the date on the here is the 1/21/25. That's in between the two visits that this video's in, and in between that time period they drafted this awesome policy. And just check this out. So it is the policy of the Department of Social Services Department that photography, video recording, and audio recording by members of the public in department offices is prohibited. This applies to all indoor and outdoor areas of the Edward Rath building, including the plaza and sidewalks. They just banned filming on a sidewalk, folks, with their new policy. So the policy is a little crazy. We'll go through a little more at the end, but these guys think they're going to ban people from filming on the sidewalk. But I just want to make note that they've already trespassed somebody from a social services without this policy. Not that the policy even has the authority to trespass somebody legally, because the policy is not a law. But the reason that I bring this up before I show you this next clip is that this policy is in effect for this visit. And as a matter of fact, they're going to call the cops and try to enforce this new policy. Let's check it out, fam. Today is February 5th. It's about 5 degrees out here. Cold for sure. I'm trying to get in here, find out from Department of Social Services. How you doing? Is Karen Rybicki in today? I'm sorry?
She's not. What can I assist you with?
I'm looking to get a hold of her.
Okay. What was it regarding?
Some questions I had about social services and what do you call it? Child Protective Services.
Okay. What was your name?
My name is Dan.
Okay. What's your last name?
Erie County is good. You can call me Dan Erie County.
Okay. What's a good phone number for you?
716.
Okay. Thank you. I made note of this, but she's not available, so I took
Is she here today?
No.
She's not. She don't work today.
So she's not available, but I made note of
I already left my number once or twice, so I mean, what am I going to do about getting a hold of her? Should I just wait in this lobby until she's got to go to break?
No, I wouldn't suggest doing that. I'm gonna go grab a supervisor.
Yeah, if you can give me a supervisor or somebody, because I'm tired of getting the runaround. Somebody's got to be here to talk. This is what you can come to expect of your government. Some goofy ass lady at the counter being like, we'll get back to you right away. I've literally been waiting 2 months for them to get back to me. And this lady's gonna be like, no, you shouldn't just wait in the lobby for her to go to break. We'll call you back. Duh. But that's our government. They went from public servants to rulers. They rule over us. They hide behind these locked doors where they know they can duck accountability. But enough is enough. We need some answers. What do you guys think, fam?
Good morning. Yes, this is she.
This is where they discuss how they're going to deflect me and accountability and how they're going to get out of it. This cat was like, nope. There's like no lighting in this office. I don't know why all the lights are off in this little lobby foyer part, but this might be Eric Tower, Assistant Commissioner. How you doing? Are you Eric?
Yeah.
All right. My name is Dan.
Dan.
I'm just down here asking simple questions. We can both be in the camera.
So it's a county policy, I'm sure you've seen it, about no recording inside.
Yeah, well, so you obviously know what I'm here to talk about.
I don't, yeah, you're talking about the question that you asked on your FOIL, right? Or did you get your FOIL response?
I don't believe I ever got my full response.
Okay, let me look into that. I'll do that and get you an answer. Now you're curious whether or not a person whose child is in foster care is able to record their visitations.
My question is
why?
not. Yeah, my question is why not? You know what I mean? Like, so if CPS, and I'm gonna leave everybody's name out of it, so we're not gonna talk about anybody, because I'm not here to bolster for one person, and I'm not even here to say whether one person should get their child back or not. That's up to you guys. But I also seen in the courtroom, your attorneys lie. And I talked to the one lady, now I'm talking to you, the assistant commissioner, and I would hope that you can agree that if children are going to be taken from their parents, you should be able to do it without lying, correct?
I'm not gonna do an interview with you.
I'm not saying
I can get you. I can commit to getting you information.
We can admit that we should be able to do that without lying, correct?
I'm not gonna answer questions.
So you think you should be able to lie? All right.
No,
so
that's not what I said.
Well, then just say no. You think they?
Well, then why? Okay, listen.
My question is why not?
What do you want?
What do I want? I want these parents to have a fair shot.
Okay.
So now the CPS says in courtroom they didn't change the diaper, blah blah blah. If the guy's got a video recording that he wants to video record for himself, right? If there's video proof of that, why not? Number one. Number two. Now let's just think about it, and I'm going to mention one person's name.
Let me get
this
the
guy
information that you
lost
need
his
to get to that
lost his
question.
daughter through, his daughter died in foster care, right? Heaven forbid how it happened, who's at fault. But wait a minute. Now this guy's in foster care, right, with his daughter, right? He's got her on his lap. He wants to make a video. Oh, what do you want to be when you grow up and make a memory, right? What if he never sees his daughter again after that date? Why not? Can they take pictures of their own kids? Please explain to the public why not. That's what we want. That's all I want to know.
I'm going to get you the information about the laws that are restricting us from allowing that. Okay?
There's laws that restrict you from allowing it?
Yeah. And I will get them sent to you.
So Social Service Erie County stance is that you would allow the parents to take photos and that other kids if this law wasn't in your way?
No. I'm telling you, that's my understanding right now, that there are laws in the way. I'm going to get them sent to you so you can look at them.
All right.
And then Karen's not available today. She's had a ton of meetings constantly.
I can't coming down here, getting a run around, leaving my phone number, you know what I'm saying? Like, the people who pay you guys have a right to deserve to know answers. And the answers they want to know is why not. They don't want to know why you took the kid. They don't want to know why they're not getting the kid back. These aren't the questions we're asking here. We're not here to question that, all right? And like I said, I seen one of your attorneys lie in court, blatant lie in court to try to get a court order. Because the last time I was at social service, the only reason that they can't record is if the judge has a judge's order. Then the attorney goes in there and lies and says, I was there with this guy, trying to get in the back room, live chatting it, and tried to get this court order. The judge shut it down, and now he still can't record back there. You're telling me there's laws, you guys got new signs up back there. But why not? Why not?
A lot of stuff to the discussion here that I can't really comment on because I don't know anything about it. And I don't necessarily know whether or not your view is right or not right. But I'm going to get you some answers. I can commit to that.
I mean, the view is, why not? You're saying there's a law that prevents you guys from allowing people to take pictures of their own kids in a private room setting.
We have to administer programs that are highly complex, right? They come with rules from the state, they come with rules from the federal government, all of which have to be integrated on a local level into a coherent local policy. It's complicated.
I'm a First Amendment guy. I'm not here to advocate for nothing more than the camera and the ability of people to take their photos. So you got to point to the state and say there's state rules. I like to know them too, but I think the problem lies right here in this office.
But I can't give you any more than that right now.
I think the problem lies right here in this office, though, is the problem. I think that you guys can allow these parents to take videos of their kids. And what about drafting a policy? Just hear me out. Drafting a policy that they can take a camera, like a body camera, wear it, but they're not allowed to post it to any social medias or something like that.
I don't know what the...
At least to give them a fair shot at all.
I don't personally know each and every single, element of the law for this specific question. It's rather complicated. But
right, and I don't even know if you guys could limit the ability to post something that when somebody has a video.
Right. So you see what I'm talking about.
Well, we see where we come from is these people are claiming that you guys are lying, and then you won't allow them to video record. So allow them to video record so we can prove that they are the liars, right? What's wrong with that?
I can't.
I understand, but it sounds like you're the second in charge over here.
I'm not the second in charge. It's assistant to the commissioner.
Okay. Not assistant commissioner.
Right.
Gotcha. That would be the lady that was at the other office that I spoke to already, I believe. I forget her name.
Yeah, I don't know. There are other commissioners over there. But that's what I can get you today.
All right.
Good?
Yep.
Can we get off camera?
Are you getting these paperwork right now? You're going to grab?
I can't do it right now. I have to do some pulling together. I'll pull it together.
No,
I'll get it sent to you.
Almost, I just can't show off the camera until I'm out of here because government lies.
Sure.
You know?
I get you.
Like straight up, your attorney's lied in court, and I can't shut the cameras off. But I appreciate you coming out to talk. I do appreciate it, but I do need to get them answers of why. So if you got some state law that you can point me in some other direction, that's the problem, and it's not in this office, then I have to come back here. But if I find out it's in this office, I got to keep coming back till we get legitimate answers. And the answers are, you don't have answers. The answers sound more like, maybe the people down in the social services aren't treating these people very well, and they just don't want it on camera. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it looks like to the general public.
All right. Well, I will send you that info.
Send me them laws. I will be definitely interested in checking that out, and I appreciate you. I think he's trying to shoot me out of here. We're gonna let him go because I think he feels like he was shooshing us out of here. But so there's some answers. He says he's gonna get us the laws. There's some type of laws he's claiming. Now I hope he didn't stick his foot in his mouth and there's no laws, because we do need to find out why not. You know what I'm saying? But if these parents are illegitimate to be with their children, and if we made a video with them and their children and could show it to the court anyways, why not? Doesn't that just prove the point that they're illegitimate parents? I don't know why they're deflecting down here. They originally said the only way a parent can't take photos of their children is a court order from the judge. They tried to get a court order by lying to the judge. The judge seen through it and told them no. Then they put these signs up. Now they're saying there's a state law that prohibits them from allowing parents to take pictures of their own kids. This is the whole they're weaving down here in the social services office. So I will keep you all posted. Let's go on and get on out of here. Since Commissioner Rybicki wants to play hide in the back, I went ahead and played hide around the corner, and then sneak back over there and see if she's back out in the middle of the office in front of my eyes. But instead, it was the police. Suppose we just pop over here like this and see if we can catch them down here. We got the police down here now. That was the old he thought I was gone, pop back around the corner trick. All the police down here. Am I interfering with their job outside this window? Here, do you see how bad that looks? I come down here and ask questions about government, and the guys call the police on me. You see how bad that looks?
Just because there's a county policy about recording in the building.
Oh, countywide policy about not recording in the building now?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It has been for a while. So they're trying to figure out.
They're trying to figure out the First Amendment applies to their countywide policy.
But can I just say, if someone comes to this window.
Listen, I am very respectful.
Okay, I'm just saying,
Right,
but
yeah.
just don't record them, and you can't record anyone we're interacting with here, just because the stuff they may be
I mean,
telling.
I can record anything I see from public, but I'm pretty respectful.
I know,
Not to get people's personal information, but like I said, I wouldn't have to be down here if we didn't have.
Thanks.
If the kids were, a lot of parents are allowed to take pictures of their kids.
I've
You know what
already
I'm
said
saying?
I'm going to get back to you on that today, and I will.
Right. You got my email then? I
Yeah.
take it.
Yeah, you wrote it on your foil, right?
Yeah, I haven't heard much back from the foil, but yeah.
Can I take your email again?
It's auditing Erie County at Gmail.
It's the same public one there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Auditing Erie County.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
You understand how bad it looks though? That you guys call the cops and somebody asks some questions. I mean, those are simple questions. I was out of here. I just happened to peek back because every now and then I catch government lying, and I peek back and Mrs. Rybicki might be sitting here.
You understand
just saying that
we,
she's not available or not here. But then I seen cops. Now I got to come back and film the cops till they leave.
But I mean, your approach to things is also intentionally,
Yeah, my approach to things is designed to deal with shitbags like this, who give you the runaround, hide behind glass, and then slip away. When you think they're gone, you pop back. Yeah, my tactics are all learned and taught by shitbag government employees like this guy and the government who gives you the runaround and won't answer simple questions. These shitbag employees of the government designed and invented the First Amendment auditors. Don't they understand that? Was I mean today? Was I abrasive in any way?
You're
That
not
was
being mean and abrasive, but
I've
answered your question to the best of my ability. I'm trying to give you a response. I'd like to get back to work.
Go ahead.
And you're
I'm just
sitting
saying
here with a camera.
You can see how
That's all.
bad it looks. But
Okay,
I asked simple
well, I'm
questions
gonna go
like that.
back and do what I said I'm
You guys
gonna
call
do.
the cops, so I'm just saying. No, I don't need any help. I'm just here to make sure there's no problems with this county policy. Unbelievable. You gotta wonder what these public employees think when they think they got that bulletproof, shiny little policy that the cops are gonna come remove me, and then when shit hits the fan, they come and they tell them their policy isn't a law and they can't really enforce it legally. Man, it really gotta crush their day. I have a county-wide policy about not filming in the building. County-wide policy, no recording in the building. That's new to me. What's going on?
How are you doing today?
Alright, hey, I was just up in the social services office. They called the cops up there, and one of the guys in social service said something about a county-wide policy banning filming in the building. You know anything about that?
No, I don't know.
I was gonna say, that sounds interesting to me. I had to come ask about it.
Yeah, you'd have to check with my supervisors. I don't know.
Not around?
No, not right now. I don't know what you mean.
I was up there in the social services office, and the one commissioner assistant said something about a county-wide policy about ban on filming in this building. You guys know anything about that?
Not me, no.
Never heard of it. I never heard of it. I was just double checking about that. But, all right. No policy, I guess. Well, thank you, sir.
You got it.
So, getting out of there, what do you guys think? State law now prohibiting him from taking photos. All right, Erie County fam. So, at the end of the day on the 5th, when I left there by 5 p.m., Eric Towers did send me an email with a lot of case law in it and the new policy of no filming, even on the sidewalks in Erie County. Apparently, they think they can do so. One interesting thing that did come in through this video is the fact that they did give another method for Albert to possibly be able to record his visits with his children. Originally, they told us the only way they could stop them is with a court order from a judge. Then they went to court and lied about the court order and tried to get one. Judge said no, told them to make their own rules. Of course, they did. They went ahead and made that policy. But one thing that did come back on the paperwork that was interesting that I thought was pretty cool was an answer of maybe another avenue for Mr. Albert to be able to video record his interactions with CPS and take pictures of his children. As you can see, there's a lot of fluff here, and there's not really many answers to be had. But if you see what I've highlighted here, it says that parents that wish to record their visits with their children can go through the court system and ask the judge to add it to their conditions. So there's a chance that Albert could do that. So this is some case law that they're stating that privacy concerns for other children, which once again I think is total bullshit, because they can simply keep the parents and their children in the same room. It's not a big communal room. So you guys can take a look at that case law there. So let's go ahead and move on to this county policy, this new policy that they got. Now this is a copy of the new draft that they made, and as you can see here, it was drafted in between two of our visits there, where they never had this policy before, but all of a sudden they drafted it. And as you can also see, the police certainly weren't going to interfere with my First Amendment rights to be in there with their policy that they drafted up. But I think some of the craziest stuff that you see here, it says includes the plaza and sidewalks owned by the county of Erie and the blocks bounded on Franklin Street in West Eagle. That's just nuts, guys. These guys think they're going to stop video recording on the sidewalk. Their attorneys are clearly looking for some nice fat lawsuits, and we'll take them up on it if they really want it. If I have business and I need to live stream or video record inside that building, I sure as hell will, and this policy ain't going to stop me. And apparently the sheriffs ain't going to stop me either. I'm just going to go ahead and scroll down this thing here. You guys can take a read of this. I don't know what they're thinking here. It says here that without express permission from our masters, we can't video record in our own building that, you know, we own as the public. These are overlords, and this is the policy that is actually written from and for the Department of Social Services, and that there's a more in-depth one here. So here we got the new Erie County recording policy. Now this is a new policy where they just inhibited that photography, and that is unlawful in the county building. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll through here. You guys could take a look at this new policy and let me know what you think about it in the comment section. You guys can pause it if you need to. And there's our culprit, signed by Mark Pollenkard, County Executive. And that's our tyrant right there in Erie County, making photography illegal, even on the sidewalks. Mark Pollenkard, fam.
We live in a society now where people want to record how they discipline their child. People that might get mad with this video is the people that probably already embarrassed their child. You can discipline your child in their room. Take something away from them. If they act up, well, I'm like, son, you can't play the game.
I'm going to leave you with some photographs of Sarah in memory of her. Sarah was 21 months at the time of her death. She died 2021, June 4th.
Yeah. Corruption cruiser rolls into town. Our public servants better not clown. Our rights respected, no backing down. I audit them all, Constitution showdown. Turn on the camera, light up the dark. Erie County fam making a mark. Power to the people, don't lose your spark. This dog will bite, not just bark. Cops scatter, they know the name. First Amendment on our side, we got no shame. Document them all, expose their games. Do it for the people, not for the fame. Turn on the camera, light up the dark. Erie County fam making a mark. Power to the people, don't lose your spark. This dog will bite, not just bark. Flexing our rights, a man with a mission. Constitution on our side, never asked for permission. Taking pictures and videos, and hey, might just take a piece of public candy. Turn on the camera, light up the dark. Erie County fam making our mark. Power to the people, don't lose your spark. This dog will bite, not just bark. Here come the government dogs with their charges and cuffs, barking up the wrong tree, acting so tough. We'll FOIL request the body cams and all their reports. Brittany Penn, Berthy gonna neuter them in court. Turn on the camera, light up the dark. Erie County fam making our mark. Power to the people, don't lose your spark. This dog will bite, not just bark. like, share, and subscribe, fam. We out.
You pull the Constitution out of your pockets in here. Like that was supposed to prove something.
First Amendment, freedom of the press.
We have every right to film. Oh, here, there.
Your name is not Dan, Erie County.
This isn't Erie County.
Yeah. Sure it is. I'm here as Dan, Erie County.
Legitimate? Maybe. Official? No.